No.
Very numb.
Can you come in?
I feel
Can you
bad.
come in here?
Why?
I feel bad.
You got to embrace the culture.
I know. But I thought, I'm not sure that was the right move for me.
Why?
Don't know.
My family is half Catholic, half Muslim. You just got to embrace the culture. The Catholic ones will be upset. The Muslim
Irish
ones will be
as
happy. Yeah,
Jamaican.
Of course. That's where the Catholic comes from. Yeah, massive Catholics.
Edward, you were just about to talk about White Whack. Could you continue talking about it while he's here?
I said Marius looks in good shape. I think he's actually been training, waiting for an opportunity, and it's come. I expect Dillian Whyte to take it to him, probably beat the granny out of him as well. But Whack soaks it up. Very, very durable. It's how much heart Whack's got left at this stage in his career. If his pride's still there, this could go very late, and that maybe even to points. If it's not, and he starts getting big ones off the body snatcher and starts getting his ribs tickled, he may choose to, turn it in. So I can see Dillian stopping him later on, maybe even for the corner, pulling him out of the fight. But I think Dillian, in my opinion, the toughest thing about this fight, a little bit like the Hellenius fight, is looking good. That's probably the toughest thing in this fight, and everyone shouldn't really think about looking good, just thinking about getting a solid victory. But if you can look good, I remember when Jarrell Miller boxed him, and I said to him going into the fight, and it weren't a great fight, because Whack is hard to look good against. He's quite slow, he ties you up a little bit, he's huge. So I think Dillian's got to be aggressive in this fight, but obviously I'm just a fan, and he's the one who has to go in there and do the business.
Dylan, it seems like you're obviously focused on Saturday night, but 2020 for you is such a crucial year in all aspects, isn't it?
Yeah. My money, I sent him a gentle message saying, listen, let's get this work next year and deliver me my opportunities, man, and give me a real title, because it seems like everyone who's been pro same time as me, just after me, all of them fought for titles apart from me, some of them twice.
Do you believe in 2020, despite kind of everything that's going on with the WBC, do you believe in 2020 he will get a world title shot?
I do. My worry is with the WBC, because we've aligned ourselves to that governing body, and therefore we should have had it by now, and we should be having it after February. And we've put so many eggs in that basket that we could have stayed with the WBO. And when that title gets vacant, we would have had that title shot middle of next year. But he wanted to show loyalty to the WBC, and we put the eggs in one basket. So we're so deep in that situation, we have to continue fighting for what we believe is correct. And what we believe is correct is that Dillian Whyte gets a shot at the world heavyweight title.
But this is what we spoke about the other day. I said to you, would you go down another route? And you said you've kind of spent all this time like following that WBC route. You're in that situation where all that time would have been a waste of time.
Yeah, I know. But obviously, we're loyal to WBC, been for years. But obviously, whatever opportunities man come to me with, I got to look at it and really consider it. But Deontay Wilder is a coward. He just doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to fight. He don't want to fight me. He don't want to fight Joshua. You've
tried to make this fight. Forget all the mandatory number one situations. You've tried to make the whole Whyte Wilder fight in the past. So
we've tried to make Whyte Wilder. We've tried to make Wilder Joshua. They just don't want to know. And it's so frustrating because publicly they come out and say this and that. And maybe it's not even Deontay Wilder. Maybe it's just the people behind his career that are just doing their own thing. Like, there's no need. Why wouldn't you fight Dillian Whyte over Luis Ortiz in the rematch? There was no need for that.
3-4 times the amount of money as well. Listen, you get 100 million to fight Joshua and he turn it down. That guy, whatever he's smoking, he must be some serious stuff. I call him a black hillbilly because he acts like one.
Well, okay, but like I said, you've got a job to do this weekend, and then for 2020...
It's a great time to fight, because you can fight, you can have your Christmas, and then you can start 2020 firing. So anyone that fights late November, early December, congratulations, because it's a great time to just plan out your life. And Dillian will be getting the win this week, and then going on having Christmas, and then starting camp again in January.
How important was it mentally for him to be out before the year's out, considering kind of everything that's going on, mentally for him to be fighting it by the end of this year?
Very, very, very important. Very important, because it's very easy in this sport to just all of a sudden turn around and just lose your mojo for it, because things can happen, you can have doors closed in your face, you can start to think, is it really worth it? So this is important to keep the momentum. There's no better treatment for a fighter or medicine for a fighter than being in the gym and being around people in the gym. because that's what fighters love and that's what everyone's addicted to, is that gym and that culture and that mentality and that atmosphere among colleagues, i.e. other fighters, trainers. You know, he's got a great bunch of people around him. He does his stuff down at Miguel's on a Sunday. That's his life. This is what people say about AJ. Oh, do you think he'll retire if he loses? No, boxing is his life. He'll box this year, next year, the year after, and so will Dillian. They don't know anything else, and they love it. They're addicted to it. They love the sport. They love everything that goes with it, as you do, as I do. So, but the most important thing is when you're having doors closed in your face and you feel like you're not getting treated correctly, you can start to lose the love of the sport. So many fighters have walked away from the sport because they just think, do you know what, I can't bother with this anymore. So that's why you've got to keep the momentum, keep fighting, get the win on Saturday, and then move forward.
Just finally, while we have you here, just talking to Eddie Hearn, a lot of people I've spoke to about Joshua Ruiz don't see Joshua winning this weekend. Just people I've spoke to. How have you found finding people in boxing? You weren't sure when I spoke to you what's going to happen come Saturday.
You know what? You can never be sure. Except with boxing, as we see from the first time, I picked Joshua to win, but I believe Joshua will win. I believe. Listen, people say he needs to change this. He doesn't need to change a lot. He just needs to change a few things, few small adjustments. If you put him and Ruiz in a machine, he wins 92% of the time, you know what I mean? Obviously, Ruiz managed to pull it off. I just think he'll be smarter this time and he'll realise that he don't need to rush, take his time. He don't need to please the crowd and try and make everyone happy. Just go out there and get the win. Worry about winning today and worry about looking good in your next fight tomorrow. And that's what he needs to understand, because they matched him good in the start of his career and he had this bunch of knockouts and then he got into that mindset. What you need to realise, this is boxing. Sometimes it's about getting the win and worry about looking good in your next fight. You know, hopefully he's adapted that mindset and he's understand that and realize that, listen, boxing is full of a lot of disloyal people. So to go out there and do what's best for him, not go out there and try and lay it in the line every time in the first 3 rounds.
Hey, just finally, I know you've got to go, but back in April, there was big talk of Joshua fighting Dillian Whyte at Wembley. From that, I mean, it seems like a lifetime ago, from what's happened to then to kind of what's happening now.
Yeah, but I think you'll see that fight. I really do. And Josh said the other day, he said, I'll probably fight Ruiz again. And everyone's like, oh, that's negative. He said, no, I'm just saying, I'm going to be around a long time. I want to fight everyone. If there's a big fight, I want to be in it. Joshua against Whyte is and will always be a massive fight. Whyte against Fury will always be a massive fight. Joshua against Fury will always be a massive fight. Whyte against Wilder, Joshua against Wilder, Wilder against Ortiz, Whyte against Usyk. They're all massive fights, so you can't rule any of them out. And win, lose or draw on Saturday, I believe you will see Whyte against Joshua in the future. But, you know, now they're a bit more pally now.
So you're pally now?
They've grown up. They just realise how tough the sport is, that's all.
We're not pally, it's just respect. It's not like, listen, it's respect. And he's a young man, similar ethnic group as me. He's doing all right, you know, and listen, let's be honest. He's revolutionised British boxing and world boxing. He's brought a lot of interest, a lot of revenue into the game. We both started off kind of similar. His route went my way, one way, mine went the other way. And we're both doing well. You know, we both understand. We both on our own shows. We both understand what it takes to get fights made. I've been told, let's give that little extra bit of fight. Having to do this, having to take less money to get the big fights. We both understand. So it's just a mutual. And listen, we fought twice. We beat the hell out of each other. So we have that level of respect for each other. You know what I mean? And he's British. I want to see him do well. He's my countryman. Simple as that.
It's a good lesson for everybody.
Absolutely. Just a quick word on the event, the Gala event that's been put on by Skills Challenge. Enjoying yourselves, fellas?
We've just got here. It's unbelievable once you get through there. We're in the media area here. All week, I think Dillian will say the same. Hospitality's been great. Facilities are great. Venue's amazing. Ready to go.
Yeah,
anyone can get it.
Whoever want it can get it. That's right. Eddie's just got to just deliver them so they can open what they can.
I'll be opening that can like Popeye.
I'm not going to say nothing. You know what? I'm on my best behaviour this weekend, so...
Good. Thank God we're in Saudi Arabia.
No, it's all good. No, thanks.
Right. Dylan Whyte, Eddie Hearn, thank you very much.
One thing as well. You know what? Massive thanks as well. You know, Eddie stick by me the whole time. You know, listen, we don't always get on, sometimes we have ups and downs, but you know what? Stick by me 100%, so it's all good. Respect, bruv.
Good, because you've threatened his life before, haven't you?
Yeah, listen, I got the thing ready. I'm ready to ride on a man straight. Let me know I ride on a man quick time. Yeah. I got the Goons waiting for him.
The only good thing is when he saw the combo on that thing the other day, he's sort of backed down a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. You bet you've never had an injury like that before. Look at that graze.
Look, that's how soft your skin is. It's like a baby's bottom.
It is actually. Listen. If you would have had my kind of upbringing, mate, you'd know all about it. Do you know what I mean?
What, private school and free course meal every day?
Yeah. There was often times when the caviar run out.
You know,
on
as
a
a
Sunday.
kid,
It's disgusting.
as a kid, I went 3 days without eating food. As a kid, under 10 years old.
Yeah. I didn't.
That's the difference.
I know. Yeah, but I've still got the work ethic though.
Yeah.
So have you.
Yeah, of course you do. When they write checks of millions and millions, I would have there for hey.
Exactly. You think it's easy making all this money? No.
Give me a few mil and see what happens.
I think you're doing all right.
Give me the
I told you
10
before, I only
payday.
make a small percentage of what you make.
Ah, come on, fast car. You drive a roller, I drive a Ford Fiesta, bro.
Leave it out. I've seen your whips. Come on.
I just rentals, bro. Rentals.
Yeah.
Also, I've got a bone to pick with you. He flew premium economy here, he said.
No, he didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You flew business class and you upgraded yourself to first class.
Wow. Matchroom move. Mad. They don't respect me. It's all right. See, Barry would have flown the business.
I'm glad he was in first class, asleep, while all the commotion was going on with his brother.
Yeah, because I would have smashed that guy to bit. My brother is more diplomatic than me. I don't play them kind of games. If you're going to put mine and other people's life at risk, I have no sympathy for you. None at all. Simple as that.
Was you talking about the man on the plane or Eddie?
No. Listen. Me and Eddie, we do great. When the business, we do one thing. Eddie, listen. If he's honest, we do great business. When we sit down, we can sit down and make a fight within 5 minutes. He doesn't need to talk me into a fight. We sit down, we say, okay, who we looking to fight? He comes up to me, goes, okay, there's these 3 names, and I say, all right, give me the hardest one on the list. Always. Always.
True story.
Right, Dylan, Eddie, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your night here at the gala, and we'll catch up with you soon. Good luck on Saturday, Dillian Whyte. Thank you.
Is special. Absolute dynamite. Oh my goodness.